Gwyneth Paltrow is a fucking idiot. It's important that I establish my position on this before I go any further so that no one's confused in a couple of minutes. Only a few months ago, she suggested to women on her website, goop.com, that they should have their vaginas steam cleaned like it's a piece of furniture, using the Mugworth V-Steam at some upscale spa in LA. Doctors called her out for this because it's actually the very opposite of healthy, but we are living in an age where idiots listen to celebrities for medical advice, so you can bet more than a few people rush to their local spa to ask to get their slit steamed. The same website also has an annual gift guide, which, for 2014, included such items as a $550 travel backgammon set, perfect for the rich asshole on the go with shitty spoiled asshole kids, as well as a cashmere throw blanket for $995. A blanket, one blanket, meant for tossing over yourself while you're watching a movie on the couch or whatever, $5 shy of $1,000. And a Hermes Avalon blanket for $1,500 with the tagline, "If only we could buy these in bulk." Yes, if only we could all buy $1,500 rags in bulk. To say she's a little out of touch with the world is like saying Helen Keller had a slight hearing problem. So it's completely understandable that, when she posted recently that she's taking the Food Bank For New York City challenge, which challenges people to live off only $29 a week, the same amount of money that people who live on food stamps have to subsist on, she faced some good old social media backlash. It's so cool how celebs, Gwyneth Paltrow, can challenge themselves to live off a food stamp budget like it's a game or something. Food stamp families have a budget of $29. Gwyneth Paltrow is worth $280 million. She totally understands poor people, you guys. Oh, for crying out loud at Gwyneth Paltrow. A week on a $29 food stamp budget? Try a year. Try a food stamp budget while living in Section 8 housing, rather than a mansion with a chef. But try she will, mansion and chef at the ready, as she posted a photo of the results of her visit to the grocery store on Twitter. She's got a dozen eggs, a head of romaine lettuce, a bag of rice, some beans, some peas, some gluten-free tortillas, can't break the fad diet after all, an ear of corn, a yam I think, some other various veggies, and limes. Who the fuck eats a lime? Anyway, this is to feed the whole Paltrow clan, or 2 kids and possibly boyfriend Brad Falchuk, who you can partially blame for the creation of Glee. This grocery list, of course, also caused some outrage. Gwyneth Paltrow doesn't know how to spend her damn food stamp money, smuh. Where's the box of cheap hamburgers? Where's the shitty frozen processed chicken strips? Or the bag of frozen fries, or the ramen noodles? They're like $1/4 a pack. That's generally what people have to buy when they're on food stamps because it's cheaper than healthy food. But maybe that's part of it. Maybe I'm giving Gwyneth Paltrow too much credit, but she's showing you that you can't get enough quality food, and even this is probably not at the standards she's used to, for $29 a week. And that's all she's trying to do, just inform a couple million followers about a problem that exists. It's stupid and futile and it won't change anything, but she's just using her following to say, "Hey, look everyone, this is kind of fucked up, isn't it? People can't afford food." This is a government program with a budget that's been slashed repeatedly, that is used by millions of people across the United States, and she's trying to bring awareness to it. Now, we all know my stance on awareness campaigns, but to recap for those of you just joining us, I think they're stupid and self-serving, and often the focus ends up on the person rather than the actual message. And if that's where the complaints ended, that she's an out-of-touch, self-serving moron, then sure. I suppose that's worth a few shots at her. No real anger, certainly deserving of some jokes at her expense, but believing that Gwyneth Paltrow is responsible for solving the world's hunger problems is just as insane as recommending a good place to get your vag steamed. Maybe instead of making a scene living as a poor, Gwyneth Paltrow could have donated 1/100th of her $280 million net worth to food stamp families. Maybe instead of grandstanding about $29, you could help normal people and donate some of your millions to a food bank? Sure, she could possibly do that. Maybe she is. And then what? Problem solved, right? Probably not. Plus, how much is enough? And also, why is it up to her? I mean, sure, it'd be great if celebrities would give to charity. They can't possibly need every dollar they earn, but Neither do many regular people. You probably don't need a $400 phone and a $50 a month data plan to tweet about how celebrities aren't doing enough in your eyes, right? I've said before, if you're gonna talk shit about celebrities not donating money, you better be ready to open your fucking wallet. It's not Gwyneth Paltrow's job to solve the world's problems, and I don't want her to. She's a fucking moron. We need her in charge of as little as possible. Of course, Gwyneth had to go and fuck it up by being seen at some expensive restaurant the same week she was supposed to be on the challenge, so that ruined any chance of me defending her. Of course, maybe that's her proposed solution for poor people. Just get a rich boyfriend or girlfriend to buy you dinner. Why didn't you think of that, huh? Does Gwyneth have to think of everything for you? But I think this is kind of misdirected anger at a somewhat well-meaning dolt. She tried to raise awareness, and I guess she did. Now, hopefully all the hypocrites shitting on her for not doing anything meaningful will actually go and do something meaningful. You don't need to be a millionaire to donate a box of cereal to a food bank. But no, let's pretend it's Gwyneth Paltrow's fault that poor people are starving, so we can all feel better when we don't do fuck all and complain that taxes are too high as it is, and walk by people asking for donations without making eye contact and all that shit. Much easier to make Pepper Potts the scapegoat than take any responsibility ourselves. Personally, I just prefer to own the fact that I'm an asshole. It's way easier to sleep at night when you don't go to bed lying to yourself.